Feeling overwhelmed by stress or weighed down by anxiety? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, mental health challenges are increasingly common. But the good news? There are effective strategies to help you manage and alleviate these feelings. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights on mental wellness and self-care. Let's explore practical coping techniques to support your mental health journey. 1. Acknowledge the normalcy of stress and anxiety. Start the video by validating that stress and anxiety are part of the human experience. Everyone feels them: students before exams, workers under pressure, parents balancing responsibilities, or people dealing with life's unpredictability. Mention how society often stigmatizes these feelings, yet research shows that mild to moderate anxiety can even sharpen focus temporarily. But prolonged stress can affect sleep, digestion, immunity, and emotional health. Normalize seeking help and discussing mental health. Reassure the audience that they are not alone in their feelings. Use real-life examples to illustrate how widespread these experiences are. Emphasize that mental health is just as important as physical health. This opening creates a non-judgmental space and makes viewers feel safe, seen, and understood. 2. Practice mindful breathing and grounding techniques. Introduce viewers to quick and effective tools like deep breathing and grounding to interrupt panic or overwhelm. Explain techniques such as 4 to 7-8 breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7, exhale 8, to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Include grounding practices like the 5 to 4 3 to 2 1 method. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. These techniques slow the body's physiological stress response and recenter the mind in the present moment. Use animations or simple demonstrations in the video to teach them visually. Let viewers know that these tools don't cure anxiety, but help them navigate difficult moments without spiraling. Repetition builds habit, and habit builds resilience. 3. Limit exposure to news and digital overload. Discuss how modern anxiety is often triggered by constant digital consumption, doom scrolling, negative news cycles, and social comparison on social media. Mention how notifications, alerts, and overwhelming headlines activate the body's threat system. Suggest practical steps like turning off non-essential notifications, setting specific times for news intake, or even using grayscale mode to reduce phone stimulation. Advocate for digital Sabbaths, daily or weekly breaks from screens. Explain that information overload isn't harmless. It floods the brain with cortisol and reduces our ability to think clearly or sleep well. This tip empowers viewers to protect their minds from digital toxicity and prioritize peace over pressure. 4. Establish a consistent sleep and wake schedule. Talk about the deep connection between sleep and emotional health. Poor sleep increases cortisol and makes the brain more reactive, reducing our ability to cope with stress. Highlight how a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking at the same time daily, can stabilize mood and improve resilience. Share tips for sleep hygiene. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Lower room temperature, use blackout curtains, or consider calming sounds. Encourage evening routines like journaling, stretching, or tea to signal the brain it's time to wind down. Stress and anxiety often worsen at night, so explain how routine anchors the body's circadian rhythm. Mention that consistency is more important than the number of hours you train your brain to trust the pattern. 5. Move your body to release built-up tension. Describe how physical activity is a scientifically proven way to reduce anxiety by regulating hormones like endorphins and serotonin. It doesn't have to mean intense workouts. Even a 20-minute walk, a stretch session, or dancing in your room counts. Talk about how movement helps process the adrenaline released during stress responses. For chronic worriers, motion can break rumination loops by shifting the body's focus outward. Use the phrase "motion changes emotion." Include suggestions like yoga for inner calm, strength training for empowerment, or swimming for rhythm and flow. Share how regular movement builds emotional grit and improves sleep, digestion, and concentration. Remind viewers that movement isn't about performance, it's a gift to the nervous system. 6. Build a daily routine to restore a sense of control. When life feels unpredictable, creating a routine helps anchor the mind. Talk about how anxiety thrives in uncertainty but withers in structure. A daily rhythm, no matter how simple, can bring psychological stability. Start with small anchors. Waking up at the same time, having morning coffee without screens, planning meals, and scheduling breaks. These acts build predictability, which soothes an overactive mind. Mention how even creative or flexible people can benefit from light routines that allow spontaneity within a safe framework. A predictable flow reminds the brain that not everything is out of control. Encourage viewers to design routines that align with their personality, whether that's hourly structure or theme days, like no screen Sundays. Routines become a form of self-respect, communicating, "I am worthy of care and order." 7. Identify thought traps and challenge cognitive distortions. Introduce the concept of distorted thinking, like catastrophizing, mind reading, or black and white thinking that fuels anxiety. Explain how the brain can turn small worries into imagined disasters, making anxiety feel much bigger than the situation warrants. Use examples. A missed text becomes "they hate me," or a bad day becomes "my life is falling apart." These aren't facts, they're interpretations. Share the idea of asking yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? What's a more balanced perspective? Teach viewers how to replace exaggerated thoughts with realistic ones using techniques from cognitive behavioral therapy. Reframing doesn't mean denying emotion, it means loosening the grip of irrational fear. With practice, viewers learn to become observers of their mind instead of victims of it. 8. Reach out for support. You don't have to do this alone. Reinforce that connection is a powerful antidote to anxiety. Encourage viewers to talk to someone they trust, a friend, family member, teacher, counselor, or therapist. Share how simply naming our feelings out loud can diffuse their intensity. Human connection provides validation, reassurance, and perspective. Remind viewers that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You might say, "You deserve to be heard. You don't have to carry this by yourself." Mention how professional help like therapy or support groups offers structured tools for healing. If people don't have access to therapy, suggest affordable options like online chat services, peer support lines, or journaling communities. Loneliness often magnifies fear, while community shrinks it. In moments of panic, one compassionate conversation can restore hope. 9. Feed your mind and body with calming inputs. Discuss how nutrition, hydration, and even media intake can shape mental well-being. Caffeine, alcohol, and sugar spikes often worsen anxiety symptoms. Encourage viewers to stay hydrated, eat whole foods, and avoid skipping meals, as blood sugar crashes can mimic panic. Mention calming foods like leafy greens, nuts, oats, bananas, and salmon, which support brain chemistry. But also focus on mental nutrition. What content are they consuming? Suggest replacing chaos with calm, soothing music, nature sounds, slow-paced podcasts, or uplifting books. Even changing the tone of what they watch before bed can impact anxiety. Encourage intentional input. What you feed your body and brain influences your emotional baseline. A chaotic diet and a chaotic feed create a chaotic mind. Help them see that self-care isn't about restriction. It's about choosing peace over pressure. 10. Accept what you can't control and focus on what you can. End the video with this grounding truth. Not everything is within our power, and that's okay. One major source of anxiety is trying to control outcomes, people, or future events. Share the serenity principle. Focus on what you can control: your breath, your actions, your attitude, and let go of what you can't. This isn't passivity, it's empowered surrender. Help viewers identify their circle of control and encourage listing 3 things each day they can influence. This shift reduces overwhelm and increases self-trust. Accepting uncertainty doesn't mean giving up, it means responding with resilience instead of resistance. Life will always have variables, but calm begins when we stop fighting the tide and start steering our boat. Empower your audience to live more gently with themselves. Remind them, healing isn't a straight line. It's a spiral, slow, real, and entirely worth it. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as your physical well-being. By incorporating these coping strategies into your daily routine, you can build resilience and navigate life's challenges more effectively. Which technique resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on managing stress, anxiety, and promoting overall mental wellness. Stay tuned for more resources to support your journey toward a healthier mind.